leading holistic health guru.
I brought this whole concept of culture, fitness culture,
Yeah.
wellness culture, physical culture, culturing the body.
He is a corporate life coach to several big shots.
And I'm also developing, remodeling a wellness village in Mataran.
Music's India A-list proudly recognizes Dr. Mickey Mehta for excellence in health and life coaching.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this brand new interview as part of our News X A-list series. We're in conversation today with a very well-known personality from the wellness space in the country. He's earned a name, of course, for himself, not just in India, but abroad too, for coaching and, of course, for not just coaching on health, but on life in general too. I'm talking about Dr. Mickey Mehta, author and health guru. Welcome to News, Dr. Mehta. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Uday. It's a dream come true to be face to face with you. And not that you're just handsome, but you're very pleasant to speak to us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mehta. I know it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Let me just talk to you first about your journey. Just tell us a bit about how you began, and just recap from memory lane how it all began for you.
So, many years back, I would say, when I actually started in the industry as a career, that was around year 1980. So 1980, 98, 81. That was a time fitness coaches or fitness trainers had no respect.
Mm-hmm.
And there wasn't any formal training or qualifications available in those days.
Mm-hmm.
And people would say, kya karega jaake, kya uthayega, kya, I would say very scant respect for fitness trainers.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called bodybuilders.
Yeah.
So like it's a typical category, जैसे हिंदी में भैंस मुंडे बोलते हैं ना, पहलवान, पहलवानी. So we were put in that category.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. So I brought this whole concept of culture, fitness culture, wellness culture, physical culture, culturing the body. And while you culture the body, comes culturing of the mind as well. And it translates into culturing your emotions, your psychology, and of course your spirit as well. Buoyancy in the spirit. So anything to do with exercise, anything to do with training your body, shaping your body, culturing the body, translates into awareness. Because you become aware of more physical parts moving.
Yes.
You become aware of a better byproduct of circulation. Because when you circulate well, you literally don't know how many liters of blood you pump inside, but the feel-good factor. And once again, it brings about awareness that you have a heart and you have lungs, because your heart beats for good things, for creativity. It beats with empathy, sympathy, compassion, and flow when you do a lot of exercise.
Yeah.
Also, when you do a lot of exercise, vanity comes to fore because there's a glow, because you're circulating. There's oxygen, so radiance, vibrance. So these happen to be the byproducts of fitness and physical culture. I then delved deep into more of breath work, meditation, thoughtlessness, mindlessness. So mindlessness is not a negative connotation here.
Yes.
So mindlessness literally is that when your mind is not, you are.
Yeah.
And when your mind is, you are not.
True.
So you as a spirit are absent in the presence of mind. And when you as a spirit are completely present in totality, your mind is absent. So mind is a negative phenomena because mind only lives and comes alive either in the past or in the future. The mind is always wandering in the past. So fears about the fears of the past keep haunting you.
Yeah.
And the anxiety of the future keeps you occupied.
Yeah. So clearly a balance, an important balance between mind and body is what you've tried to achieve over the years in your clients. You work with from Miss Worlds to Miss Universes to politicians to actors. Any one or two people who gave you the most satisfaction while training?
I had a short stint of a month and a half with Amir. So while he was shooting for Talash, and he was preparing also for Dhoom 3, I guess.
Yeah.
The short stint with him, and that was very interesting. Then my training with Lara Datta was very interesting. And my training with, I would say, Yuktamukhi, Dinah Hayden, very meaningful. With Priyanka Chopra was only 15 when I touched her life. So not many memories of it, but I'm extremely proud of what she's done with herself. But yes, I had a pretty good stint of a month and a half with Preeti Zinta as well. That was very interesting. But these are the people who are very discerning. And these were the very people who are sincere as well.
Yeah.
And they were disciplined. So I remember like there were days with Amir, he would call me at 3 in the night, 4:30 in the morning, 5:30. The very first day, it was like a 5:45 reporting.
Wow.
And I thought that I would go there and then, he would then wake up.
Yeah.
But to my surprise, he was already up and about.
Okay.
So like these are very focused people, which is why they were successful, which is why they are leaders.
No doubt.
Every single person I named. And then my stint with the corporate world started with Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, then Mr. Anil Ambani, and Mr. Windy Banga, the chairman of Hindustan Liver, and then many such, Mr. Shashi Roya, and many such families, and chairmen of banks and CEOs of banks, and the list goes on.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt. We often, hear about your wellness retreats as well on social media. Just tell us a bit about it and why this has become so popular.
So since my positioning is about life coaching, I started off as a swimming instructor, then I became a fitness coach, then I would rather say that I'm the pioneer of holistic health in India, or in Asia rather. So being a life coach, I thought that 360-degree grooming, transformation, transcendence of the mind, spirituality, nutrition, cosmic nutrition, natural nutrition, meditation, mindlessness, and all these things put together, recreation. I said then these things could be packaged very well with retreats.
Yeah.
So I approached one particular place in Goa, which is called Devaya. So Devaya is on an island called Divar, surrounded by rivers on all sides, and it's a nice it's a 5-acre plot. Very picturesque. It's a paradise on earth. And then it just happened that we clicked and I started doing retreats there. In fact, I'm taking one more retreat there on the 29th September for a very good dedicated movement called Sattva Nation. So Sattva Nation believes in wellness and upliftment and transformation of the human society. And they do a lot of work with the women folk. So Rahul Gandhi and Preeti Singh are the promoters, and I'm doing that. And I'm also developing, remodeling a wellness village in Matharan. So Matharan Wellness Village is going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be launched somewhere mid of October or end October end. And that's going to be fine. So we're going to be launching senior citizen programs, Reverse Your Universe and Reverse the Ailments. So can you imagine rustic trees, chirping of the birds 24/7, monkeys dancing around, smell of the wet earth, which is red in color, rich in nature, and you are on the mountain top and mountains surrounding you, so fresh air, really cool and pure air. So the air quality index is so nice.
That really feels like a luxury in today's time when everyone has been, just in one's home because of frequent lockdowns. But just quick question on yoga as well, Dr. Mehta. Yoga and meditation. Of course, you've been practicing it and promoting it over the years. But suddenly, in the last few years, particularly after, of course, Prime Minister Modi has also begun promoting yoga, we've seen this boom across the world. How do you react to it, not just in India but across the world? This yoga and meditation boom suddenly.
Yoga is very close to my heart. In fact, I don't know, if you've heard about Yoga by the Bay in Mumbai. It is a very successful movement. Started by Shaina NCG, myself, Times of India, and a little late in the day we brought in the Yoga Institute from 3 years back, 4 years back. It's a 6-year-old movement. We started, myself and Shaina NCG started, and Shaina ji's vision was that, since Modi ji is exporting yoga to the world and repopularizing it, why not do something in Maharashtra, Mumbai? So under the aegis of Mumbai Mazi Larki. We started this with China ji. And till date, we've initiated 5 lakh people on Marine Drive, last Sunday of every month, and open sky, sea, and in the monsoons it rains, in the winters it's cold. It is amazing. And in summers, it is bright.
Fantastic.
One couldn't have a better location for doing yoga.
No doubt. Yeah.
Than Nariman Point. I'm sure, you must be knowing Nariman Point, Marine Drive.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful. So yes, that is a 5-year-old thing with us.
Yeah.
But me as a person, I spend a lot of time teaching yoga.
Yeah.
And not just that, I read the philosophy of yoga, the science of yoga, and the history of yoga.
Yeah.
So yoga is nothing but yuj. Sanskrit, yuj, to join. Samastiti. Vasudevo Kutumbakam. Thiram Sukham Asan, which means steadiness, bliss in postures. And then that is the time you become mindless also, because you are filled with awareness. When your mind is empty, you are minding the empty space, you are alert and empty mind, but filled with light of awareness. The light of joining, the light of yoga, the light of yin and yang. So yoga typically is a harmony of polarities. When polarities complement each other and don't conflict, don't contradict, yoga happens. When they complement and contradict, stress happens.
Yes, yes.
So, I would say...
that's a very important thing you've told us today. That yoga is something very important, perhaps daily, to beat stress, which occupies people's life these days. We've completely run out of time. So I'm going to have to leave it at that, Dr. Mehta. But thank you so much for joining us, and all the very best for your upcoming book as well, Immunity Plus. We'll of course talk
Immunity
about
Plus.
once it's out.
And these are my books which I launched long back. The Shunyam Quotient is a perfect answer to anything to do with mental and psychological, emotional well-being.
That's what you said earlier, that you've got to calm down the body, lose weight.
Correct.
Okay.
Lose Weight Gain Check is a book on all well-round fitness, health, well-being. And it has 4 weeks of exercise, 4 weeks of nutrition, 4 weeks of prayers, meditation.
You've given us some great tips today. So I'm going to tell our viewers to keep it in mind. But thank you so much for joining us today on NewsX, Dr. Mickey Mehta.
Uday, thank you for getting the viewers energized, maximized, optimized, and Mickey-mized.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.